Welcome to Matter of Opinion. We're hip, we're happening, we're now, we're together, we're today. We're for younger folks, we're fly, we're dope, we're really there. So it's Matter of Opinion. It's show number 30. If there ever was a show to watch, it's probably episode number 12. Probably, I like episode number 12 a lot. I think it was really good. But I don't know.
That's the week we took off.
Was that it? It's a rerun. We look much fresher, much more well rested on reruns. I don't know. But now here we are, and we have a great show for you. We have Motel Brown. Who could ask for more show than that? We had a guest actually who canceled on us. London Cartwright, the third. I don't know. He's the hypnotist car wash guy who wills you to get the hot wax for like $4.95 extra. Wow. He was going to be here, but he canceled on us. So today here I was, and I was like, I got to get myself a guest. So I was on Church Street, and I checked the want ads, I checked the mall parking lot, and so I actually went to Kmart for their blue lighting odds and ends. And I went to Kmart, and I'm just kind of cruising through the Midway, just kind of hanging out, listening to the Kmart singers do a blistering version of Muskrat Love over the PA. And I'm just kind of cruising through, and who do I see sitting there in the Kmart grill eating is our new Mayor Peter Brownell, and his lovely wife Bubbles, the First Lady of Burlington, Bubbles Brownell. And I went up to him and I said, would we have an opening? Would you like to be in the show? Because we'd really like to have you a guest. We think you're insightful. We think you're intelligent. We think you're someone who we'd really like to have on the show. And he said that he would love to be on the show as soon as they finished their lunch of pot roast and infected rice. But he would actually think about it. And so I said to him, how about this week? How about next week? And he says he'd be on providing, a couple things. I mean, providing that we did, a fair, well-informed interview, and that we didn't include him in any kind of like belittling comic gags, and that I brought him over to ladies, wear to try on some new fall fashions from the Jacqueline Smith collection. So I don't know where that's leading, but that's something that I think that's going to be working out for all of us involved. If I seem kind of like out of sorts, kind of logy, kind of like, I don't know, just kind of like out of it, just kind of like rambling, I gave blood today. It's my 6-month siphon. I gave like 7 or 8 pints earlier today at the American Red Cross, and I gave my colon too, just because they were so nice.
Wow.
And it was hanging from my rearview mirror. I decided I'd just get rid of it. And so I decided I go there and I give blood, and they're really a cost-efficient organization there. They know what they're doing. I mean, they go and you give blood, and as soon as the blood is gone through the battery of tests and it's approved, they quickly send it out to like hospitals and clinics and ERs. And the blood that's not approved, they use to make cherry snow cones at the Red Cross snack table. So that's okay. So everything's used. They use everything up as much as they possibly can. And so they told me there at the Red Cross that I should probably stay off my feet, just watch some TV, just like go see like movies. If I go out, just sit down. And so I'm going to go see this Friday. I'm going to go see this Good Son that opens with Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
I'm going to go see that. Now Macaulay, that's kind of a departure from the Home Alone stuff that he does. Apparently he stars in this new film, and I think he directed and produced it too. And about this young kind of demonic kind of the old sliding lavalier. We've all had them. It's kind of when the veins wear low and it's kind of thin. So this Macaulay Culkin here, he does this Good Son, this film, and he plays this kind of demonic, kind of satanic, kind of an evil orphan, and this foster family adopts him in. They take him in, and I guess I'm hearing this in the climax of the film. Macaulay grabs his foster brother and he like grabs him from the tub and he like beats him with like belts and chains, and he beats him senseless, and bound and gagged he lowers him out the window suspended from a rope, and he just laughs hysterically. And incidentally, that's actually the last incident that Macaulay Culkin spent the night at Michael Jackson's the exact same way, which is kind of weird when you really think about it. So they've been with me ever since I opened Caesar Palace in the past 1970s, or 73 opened up. Please give a big dating game kiss to. Before my tongue snaps off the roller, it's the captain and Tennille. Well, say hi to him.
Muskrat Susie, Muskrat Sue. Craig, you were working the room. You were really working.
I'd like to thank Maury Amsterdam for helping me out with those beginning jokes. That went over really well, actually. So we have actually a nice, happy show for you. We have some people on the show who we normally don't have on the show. And so I think that it's going to be quite a nice show, actually. Now I know that our show is on, and ow, that really hurts. I don't know what's going on, but ow, can we see? Can we see what's going on? Ow! Can we see what's going on under my desk? Because this really hurts. What the hell?
I'm gonna poke you. I'm gonna poke you again. I'm gonna get you.
I don't know what's going on there. It was kind of weird. I think someone might be poking me under my desk. I'm not really sure. I think if I take a second look, I'll know better what's going on, because there's some weird things going on under my desk. Let's take a look. Tara, can you just a little bit more? It's it's really kind of weird. I don't know what kind of hijinks is going on underneath there. But speaking of which, I'm watching shows on Channel 15 now, and I'm watching more shows than I normally would have watched. And I'm watching that show that Tara Cross, our floor manager, does.
Oh yes,
for,
the
Humane
lovely
Society,
Tara Cross.
Up with gerbils. She does that show, and it's a really good show. Now the woman who does that show, her name is Grace Mahar. I think what's her name? Grace Mahar.
What is it, Tara?
I don't know, Grace something. But anyways, last week I'm watching, and this woman, she does one shot of tequila for a live studio audience, and she swallows a live snake whole. Wow. It was really weird. And I guess this week, I couldn't believe they're going to do this week, that they're going to completely shave a ferret, and they're going to leave it in a crib in the maternity ward of a Fanny Allen Hospital, and to see what kind of hijinks ensue. Isn't that kind of weird? The Humane Society does that kind of stuff. I think it's kind of neat.
That's great, Tara. That's really great.
Why don't we right now we'll go to our quiz. It's the Streetwise quiz on how you can better know how people are going to approach it and what they're going to do. So why don't we possibly roll it? Can you tell? I've lost 2 more pounds. Our director Rex Chapman, he's lost some weight too, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Well, his girlfriend's still kind of distraught. She had that whole occurrence this summer with the hibachi. It's back in I don't know what part of South Dakota that was, but I'm like down to 303 pounds now with a loose-fitting sweater. I look like I'm about 150, and because there's these women out there who wear these loose-fitting sweaters who think that makes them look smaller. You still got to plunger them through doorways. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So while I'm toying with this problem, why don't we watch the quiz right here in our Streetwise quiz on how you can be better knowing what's going on. I don't know.
And now it's time for another What's Next Streetwise quiz. This elderly pedestrian about town certainly enjoys A. Helping the homeless, B. Assisting the lost and confused, or C. Getting the gas squeezed out of him and a nice hickey to boot. This chivalrous young lad, when seeing a fair maiden in distress, will reach for her handbag and A. walk her to her car, B. escort her to the bus, or C. dance a brief minuet. Yep. When parking downtown during rush hour traffic, a good rule of thumb is to A. not block the loading zone, B. not park in the handicap zone, or C. fondle the meter man to get extra parking time. This doting grandmother certainly enjoys A. showing off her grandson about town, B. basking in the compliments of strangers, or C. slapping a pedophile when she spots one. This UVM professor, certainly enjoying the company of 2 shapely co-eds, will A. go back to the dorm, B. go back to the library, or C. peek in the old back cave before getting to his next class.
I don't know. Welcome back to Matter of Opinion. Now last week, how you doing this week, Ben? You doing okay?
I'm a little sick. The girlfriend has conjunctivitis. Woke up, eyes were plastered shut. It was very strange.
Like crud, sealing them shut?
Yeah, and I have an Excedrin headache, to tell you the truth.
Well, I always liked Sarah, but now it's all done. The eyes sealed shut with crud kind of sealed.
Oh man, you wouldn't
for
believe
me.
what it looks like. She's beautiful on the inside, still. But
So is she home right now? Is she bedridden right now?
I bet she's watching, Craig. We can give her a call if you want sometime. Nah, better not.
I'm afraid. I don't know. So why don't we maybe get ready for a cow? We'll get ready for a cow. Let's milk a cow. Have you ever milked a cow? Because if you ever milked a cow, it's just nipples and the palm of your hand. It's kind of like summer camp when you were an adolescent. So if we can, we'll go to a cow interlude, and then we're going to go to public access players. Why don't we try to do that and see if we can somehow get this show to cling to life? Why don't we do that?
Look out, mama, there's a white boat coming up the river.